Hi, I'm Lou Ann Hammond, drivingthenation.com. I am here with Bob Carter, president of Toyota USA. Hey, Bob.
Good afternoon.
President-elect Trump has been talking about production in other countries coming to the United States. How much production does Toyota actually have in the United States?
Well, we're very fortunate. I'll start at the global level
Yes.
and work our way down. But we have 53 manufacturing plants in 28 countries around the world. We have 15 of them located in North America, and nearly all of those are in the US. Our largest plant that we have worldwide, anywhere in the Toyota system, is in Georgetown, Kentucky, which builds our flagship car, the Camry. So most of our vehicles, the vast majority, about 73% last year, are actually produced locally, and that's something that we haven't done recently. That's part of our DNA. The Toyota family has always says that we should produce and manufacture in the markets that we sell, so we're contributing to the economy and back to the society. So I'm really proud of that. I was having a conversation earlier that just here in the US, because of the manufacturing facilities, we have 136,000 team members. I refer to it not as team members, but family members that help us either design or manufacture and sell and market this vehicle. So we're really proud of the footprint that we have here in the U.S.
Yes.
And we're really looking forward to working with the new administration, largely made up of business people. They're not in office yet, but we're opening communications so that we can help as an industry, the new administration, understand the complexity of the automobile business.
It certainly is complex, isn't it?
Yeah.
In what I've seen is that it's the smaller cars that are made in Mexico, and then they're not always shipped back to the United States. Mexico has a trade agreement with South America, with Europe. Mexico has less import and export tariffs than most other countries, and that's why we have NAFTA as well. If you were to put a tariff from Mexico to the United States, that would increase your small car cost. Right now, most people are buying SUVs and pickups. So if you're going to increase your small car cost, those people that can barely afford that small car are going to have to pay more for it. Even if you brought it to the United States and made it here, it would increase that cost.
And that's a good point, and I think there's something else to consider that your viewers may be interested in. But we're very proud of this fact, but Cars.com, and there's several third parties out there that look at vehicles that are offered for sale, and they determine what is the most American vehicle. And they determine that by looking at every nut and bolt and gadget within a vehicle. For 5 consecutive years,
Yes.
the Camry, our #1 selling vehicle, is the most American car. The content, there's more of the pieces and obviously 100% of the labor of assembling a Camry is done in our site in Kentucky. But even for a Camry, the #1 most American contented vehicle in the market is about 75% of the pieces are sourced in the U.S. Wasn't long ago, the #1 most American truck in the industry was the Toyota Sienna, our minivan, that is built in Princeton, Indiana. And because minivans by the government are classified as trucks. So that's one of the things that's not understood. For the #1 highest contented American vehicle, we still source a certain percentage of those vehicles from global industries. Mm-hmm. And another example of this, we've learned that there was an unfortunate earthquake and tsunami in Asia a couple of years ago.
Sure.
And through that time, it became apparent that the mica that is in paint, that makes paint so beautiful.
That's right, I remember this.
Is only sourced from one location in the world. And so every manufacturer had difficulties of supplying paint, regardless of where they were built, in Europe, in the US, or in Asia.
You could get it in any color but black.
So this is a very, very complex supply chain,
Right.
and it's a global chain. So that needs to be understood. So to your point, yes, vehicles that are imported could potentially go up in cost, but every vehicle, regardless if it's built in Kentucky or Indiana or Michigan, those will also go up in cost because the auto industry is a global industry that supports on suppliers everywhere around the world.
It's a great point. Thank you, Bob.
Thank you.